kind of rotate from lane to lane,
Mhm.
I don't know. I think you can really kind of get something done with Leshrac. I just don't know how sure I am about Leshrac's like early late game, like the 25-minute mark, 30-minute mark against this lineup.
Early
I don't know
late
how
game.
confident I am.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. You gave me
What are you saying
nothing
for
to
your
work with
predictions?
there. Very vague, very
I gave you
ambiguous.
nothing to work with. You really think so?
Nothing.
I said I liked it matched his play style. I feel like that's very on brand.
Look, you dissed my Abu Dhabi do joke.
Don't distract me from asking
I
you
will
what
be
predictions
calling
you
you
went
out
with.
on every single thing for the rest of the series.
That's rude. First tower, I have to go IG. I feel like Leshrac naturally hitting it up with that. I'm going to go Emo as well. Total number of smoke gank kills by 25. I'll do 6 to 8.
6 to 8
I'll do 3 to 5.
by
Try and
minute
convince me.
25, dudes. Come on. You baited me last game into taking too many smoke kills and then nothing happened.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did. Maybe it will happen. You never know with smoke kills, right? Because one smoke gank can lead into like 3-4 kills. Possible. Mid lane.
Into maybe get B, but Ollie's the one getting low early. He drops first. They might get the Viper in return, and they do. So FY gets credit for that one. Emo behind them. FY, what does he have first? He took tag team, so there's no way for him to like drop down shards or drop down a snowball to get that extra lockdown. But hey, we can talk about it again. Our observer's going to hate this because I love talking about it. He could just give me a little glance at the bleak hallucination tusk. Whoa, so crazy. I talked about it yesterday, but it's here again.
But you talked about it. I never heard you say a single word about that. It's a crazy, good-looking set. Please tell me more. Why is it like that? And how expensive is it?
You're breaking my heart. I don't know if this is flattery or mockery, but you're hurting me, and Ollie's getting hurt by BAB, who will ultimately get traded.
Isn't it the same two dying once again? It is, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the Viper and the Lich. It was the Viper that got the kill first, so he got something more out of it this time around, I guess. Some experience as well that was only shared by him and Frisk. But they're keeping up this Trillion on bot. That's very interesting because why the hell not? Right? It's not like the Omni Knight is going to zone JT completely out. And at the same time, Viper is the best hero to dominate if he's the offlaner. Like, he's the best hero to dominate early on. If you manage to win the lane somehow, which you should never manage to, but if you manage to win the lane against him, he's just irrelevant later on.
Advice has been from other people. You're just going to be irrelevant later on. Oh, okay, cool. Prove you wrong.
Most likely to be irrelevant in high school, you know.
That's me! Hey! How did you know I got that superlative?
Oh. Jokes on them.
You voted for it. Just like the last time you said you were involved in my life early on. What was it? You bullied me early on yesterday?
What? I never bully you. I only bully you when you don't want to go to the gym with me.
That's true. Sure.
And even then, I'm nice about it. Yang rotating down bottom. He's like, okay, two teams can make this play. I'm wondering, like, who's actually stronger? Because tag team plus Lich on one side looks very scary to me.
Yeah. And then the level 2, so... Who's level 2 do you think is stronger? I would say IG just a little bit.
Yeah, I would say
I guess that comes with the skill usage and how well it gets used by Vici overall too.
If you're like, look, it's all on FY, and the way he uses the shards. It's also all on him to initiate these plays, right? Like, literally, he's the one that starts or gets gone on. But he can't use the shards versus Marcy. And because of that, yeah.
Well, Beast
Omni Knight has been caught. This is
Putting the stun, yeah. Is he gonna get it out? He's got the Heavenly Grace, and then he's got the speed up. Okay, cool. Rebound, very balanced.
yeah. RC, what a hero, man! Like, catch anyone else that doesn't have a mobility spell in this whole game, they die. But as Marcy is there, nice little rebound. Marcy.
Shards.
Yeah, he has Viper.
And
coming.
rebound.
Yeah. I love Marcy. I'm in love, I think. He's a great hero. Emo?
You're in love? Okay. Yeah, Emo getting a little bit low. XM here with Yang. Not low enough. And you can see that it's a difference in experience. It's a decent amount, but could even up in just a second. Whoop. Anything kind of peeking out at you? Ooh, onslaught, maybe this with the trample. Emo staying too close to the lane.
Mm-hmm.
Like knowing that onslaught is an ability and knowing that he's got it to stand that close, and low feels like you're giving it away.
He had a couple of heroes rotating. He had FY that is rotating in. Also, it's a lash. Like you have Edict. If he dives you, you pop that Edict. Like you love when someone is keeping right next to you, right? JT? Got him.
Going to Erica. Finally not a 1v1 up there.
So far, so good.
And mid again. But XM just onslaughts away.
I feel like FY is not really liking his task pick that much, at the moment at least. Because you can't go on Marcy, you can't go on mid laner. Your options for ganks are limited. Void as well can just jump out with Time Walk, obviously. How big is the range on this pose? Does it go over the shards? Like, if you go on a hero, let's say you go on Viper down bottom and Marcy is besides him, couldn't she just dispose Viper out? Good, right?
I think so.
Yeah, I think so as well.
Currently holding on to kill you.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Okay. Emo tipping BAB of all people. Not entirely sure what that's about, as he's over bottom minding his own business and not going after Emo at all. Things pretty quiet again.
Yeah, they're just
Last two games have been pretty quiet.
they're just trying to set things up on the mid lane, but it's so difficult. I think Lash probably is an easier kill to even make. Yes, it's possible. Like, if you go on Primal Beast, he just onslaughts out of the shards. You can't really do a lot there. They are rotating the task towards top lane, but it's a void. You also don't have the damage to make this kill.
Radiant's middle tower
Yep.
is
And maybe
under
if he had
attack.
6, but I'm not sure.
Well, they did bait that
gonna get
out,
it.
right? Like, you can bait out the Time Walk and then go on him.
Yes, if he moves forward again, but he hasn't really done so, and he doesn't need to do so, especially with the Marcy pulling the wave.
Wow.
Dire's middle tower is under
Which
attack.
tower falls first, B-Cop?
Dire's structures are fortified.
It's our prediction as well,
Mid
right?
Tier 1 Dire.
Fly,
That's
bottom lane,
right.
the AB.
Yeah, trying to go in on a fly. BB taking a lot of damage. The shards are there. They'll onslaught forward, bumping them up in the air and getting the kill on a Fly. They look over at FY, and Fly and FY both die.
And I just love this hero so much. Onslaught,
Onslaught in.
trample, pulverize.
Yeah.
It's just so much fun to watch.
I think Vici, they have a pretty good stable hold on the game.
So far, so good for them, exactly. Especially as Viper died like 2 times early on. he's managed to like have a solid lane, solid lasted, solid net worth. Meanwhile, Void has kind of crushed JT. JT is not really having the best time on top lane. They might even go for him again because Fade is there in Invis. Mid lane.
Starbreaker, bit of time wall.
Mid lane, Lich.
Solar Guardian and Snowball, they're going to try and get this Primal Beast and will succeed.
Dire's middle
Is
tower
probably going to turn into a tier 1 tower over mid if they're able to sustain for a little bit and nobody really comes over.
Radiant's top
He didn't have
That
the...
Diabolic Edict, but
It ran out.
how much damage it
Yeah. The Edict sadly ran out for Primal Beast. Maybe the new one can come in handy for the tower.
Dang, I don't know. Stand that close. Some quick trouble if not too careful. These supports. Probably come in for one of them via Tome.
Yeah, they're all quite leveled though. Like everyone is almost level 5, so mid lane.
We're going down. They bring in the Primal Beast with Frisk and the Omni Knight. There's really no chance for them to live, and they're stopping this tower from going down early. Like, but Shrek usually snowballs, or at least tries to, by getting an early tower and moving around the map, but he just doesn't have that opportunity at the moment at all. The lanes are kind of all going pretty poorly, and him coming over is not going to make it any better unless they really like team wipe.
Yeah, it's like for them to kill Lash, who's tipping bottom, by the way. Let's see. There is...
Radiant's
Yeah, how do you
bottom
get on
tower
top of
is under
anyone, though?
attack.
You tip it in, but you can't really do a lot with it. For them to kill Lash on mid lane, it's easy. You just onslaught, pulverize, or you initiate with rebound, whatever. The Lash can't really escape. But for IG to kill XM, they need to use like 4 heroes like they did previously, right?
Radiant's middle tower is under
With
attack.
Solar Guardian and everything. You have to kill him before he just uses onslaught and escapes. And there's a smoke towards bottom.
What kind of counterplay do you think IG have right now? Or is it just to kind of hold out till later in the game?
I think it's farm up. That's it. Farm up and play around the Lash as much as possible. Is there Snowball?
Mid. Yeah, they've got Snowball. They have the Solar Guardian. They're going to look over to get the kill into the Marcy. They'll take him out. The Chronosphere comes in from Erica. Erica taking a lot of damage in this, and he may not survive. The Fear is there onto Erica, but he's got the Time Walk away. They get the kill into Emo. They'll take out this Leshrac. The Onslaught through 3. The right-click damage onto the Dawnbreaker, but all of a sudden they've lost Yang. They're going to lose BAB, and Erica, there's not much he can do without the Chrono, so... IG, they turned this really well in a situation that looked like it may not go as positively for them. I think they want to reinitiate with this Primal Beast, and that's exactly what they'll do. Oh, never got the ult off. He was stopped immediately. They still get Ollie, but it cost them XM. Fly looking to fight here. Waveform forward. Frisk getting low. The tower is low as well. They've got a little Shrek back, so they get the tier 1 over mid, and Vici, they've overplayed their hand.
Yeah, really nicely done. On the back of FY, obviously, once again, right? With the snowballs. I'm wondering, you can snowball the hero that's being pulverized, right? I think so. I think he did that to the Lash. Basically, why?
I thought the Primal
stun.
Beast was stunned immediately.
Okay, no, the first time, I mean. The second time, definitely, when he got hold of Lich. I'm not sure the first time if that was the case or not. I'm asking because it does make a difference. Lash is a hero that you can get into a snowball and just keep him there. You don't really want to release the snowball, as he's dealing a ton of damage from it anyway. So you can play like that and counter the Primal Beast pulverized that way. Or you can just stun him like you said, that also works.
Right.
My first prediction is right. Nice.
Which one?
The tower kill.
Same. Got it.
Good job, good job.
Radiant structures are fortified.
At what point do you think that we see Primal Beast kind of fall off? Because I'm actually interested in this first item, BKB. I was thinking about it, considering the fact that they were able to stop the Pulverize pretty
Bottom
easily.
tower is under attack.
Yeah, he's doing that. He's going straight for the BKB, so it will help out. BKB afterwards, what, S and Kaya, probably.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Onslaught mid.
Fought over towards Emo. Duels up into the air, and here comes the Marcy. They throw out a Chain Frost. They've got the Sword Guardian. They don't have the damage to get the kill on Emo. They'll pop themselves. The ult's coming out from Yang. They start to back these heroes off on the side of IG. Chronosphere in with the Walrus Punch as he's dropping it down. I don't think it's going to matter. They still get the kill there on Emo, and they might even look for more. They have the Dispose. They'll finish off Ollie, and BAB goes with the ulti on the Fly. Trying to stand his ground, going in with the right clicks, but there's the rebound as well as the stun. They've got the snowball for the save on a Fly, still healing up a little bit, but the bashes come out with a waveform hitting on a BAB. They get the kill there. FY who gets credit, but the bash is in, and Fly goes down. So Erica, he's got the double kill. He's dominating. They'll look for FY, and they've got the Dispose. The shards won't do anything, and they'll finish him off as well.
I don't know what FY was trying to do, but he got confused a little bit there in the end. He definitely had an option to block both of them with the shards and just run uphill, but he moved back into them, got hit a couple of times, died. Unfortunately for him. But overall, a really nice fight by Vici Gaming that started off in a wonky way. They tried to onslaught on top of Flash. He Yules himself here. I don't think that Yules was even necessary at the beginning of the fight. Okay, Snowball.
It didn't look necessary.
Yeah, it looks like it doesn't work. The Snowball on the Lash at least. Chrono was good. It caught Lash. FY instantly punches him, but still enough time to kill that Lashrakov. JT.
Maybe if they had the Lich mode it worked, but now, yeah, JT, he's in trouble on the run. Celestial Hammer slowed him down enough.
Lives? He's a liver.
So far. Void up on the net worth by quite a bit.
A pretty chill game. Like, we're waiting for just a couple of these crucial items, like a BKB on Primal Beast. I wonder what Erica will buy. Like, he's had some wonky builds on Void in the past, but this looks pretty solid for me. I know there's a ton of Void players that dislike the Orb of Corrosion, but
What are your thoughts on it?
I think it's fine. Especially if you want to be completely dominating the lane. I think it can be fine. It definitely worked out for him this match.
Yeah, he was able to fight a little bit earlier, so I think overall it's been all right. And he's been involved enough to up his net worth a significant amount too.
And it's also like what's bad for one player might be really good for another, right? Because you might have a good idea on how the item should be used and played with, so it doesn't necessarily have to mean like Dota, everything works here. It doesn't mean that if it doesn't work for you, it won't work for someone else in the same draft versus the same heroes.
That's the great thing about Dota. Like, even if it's the same draft, the item picks can be different, and the game can completely change.
Yeah, completely depends on the way you envisioned it. Like, completely depends on the way you want to play the game.
Dang. Spot JT. Do Verica over nearby. Chrono ready to go. Maybe not what he was looking for in just JT.
It's not that, it's just the fact that Omni plus Void do not kill anyone in this game, in a Chronosphere. They need more. Like, this Void needs either more items or he needs someone like a Viper next to him. Which he does have right now.
Celestial Hammer. Pulled all the way back. So what was coming his way, so things are still pretty quiet. Surprised nobody's really looking to make their move.
middle tower is under attack.
Expect one of these teams to
Dire's top tower
go
is
for
under
Roche
attack.
or try to take a fight to be able to
Radiant's
do
middle
so.
tower has fallen.
Erika almost has that Manta completed. Maybe that will
Dire's
give
top
them
tower is under attack.
enough bravado to go for the Roche. Hopefully we won't see any extreme gaming Roshans this time around. Yank, this is a Yules, right?
Yeah.
Is he gonna get you? Okay, no. They decide not to.
Very cautious. I'm really surprised with the way the game started that they've gotten this cautious and this safe.
Especially because it's IG, right? Like, it's not like they're behind super by some big amount or anything, and yet they're still super cautious. That Omni Knight was next to the pit, next to the outpost, sorry, and there's Void on the other side, so going for him can get punished. Smoke up, bottom lane, just two of them actually. Who are they connecting to? I guess if Viper is out pushing mid, they can bait him out. Smoke broken.
They get a kill. Look for the Dawnbreaker, but again, Starbreaker with the shard, the pulverize as well as the ult from this Viper. No chance for JT to survive, and they got themselves an easy kill. To be overwhelming IG in some areas. IG have no response.
No more smokes in 5 minutes, please. I want my prediction to be right. And I also want B-Cop's prediction to be wrong, actually.
Usually how I see it. Odds even. Dead even.
Roshan has fallen to the Dire. Dire's
Easy
top
Aegis.
tower is
Like,
under attack.
I'm just not expecting the amount of passive play coming from this game.
Morphlink. There's a chrono. There's a chrono. He will not use it probably, right?
Maybe if he bashed him a couple times, he would
Still
use
going.
it. That's going to be one bash. He's looking for another one. This time he just uses the chrono. They've got the Solar Guardian to try and keep him alive. They're BKBs, and they'll chase for more. Pulverize is used, slamming him down onto the ground. Chain Frost, it comes out. It starts to bounce as much as it can, but the Guardian Angel gets used. The Walrus Punch hits onto Erika. After all is said and done, nobody's dead.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Yep. The whole mountain trembled
Radiant structures are fortified.
and the mouse came out. That's like some Slavic saying that I tried to translate. Someone in the chat will appreciate it.
Radiant's
But,
There will be one. There always is.
There's like what, the 10-man team fight and absolutely no one died. Chrono used, Lich's ulti used, everything used, and still nothing happening. I mean, it's understandable. There's no burst damage on these two sides. I'm playing Emo.
Over at the Shrek, Emo goes into the air. Here comes Fly from behind them all, but they already lost Emo. Do they really want to fight this?
No.
Sinister Gaze right clicks in for the Viper. They're going to look and chase. They don't have Chrono, so there's the tandem jumps coming in from the side of Vici. They'll look to get the kill on a Fly as they need a couple more bashes to lock them down, and that's exactly what they'll get. They'll take out 3 on the side of IG and make it a 4th with Dawnbreaker definitely not surviving either.
They broke them right there. Yeah, Emo got caught. He got eliminated very quickly. They were probably hoping for some rescue mission, right? Like saving Private Emo. You jump in there, you save him a little bit, you buy enough time for him to use his ulti and edict, and then you turn off of that. But it's kind of dangerous. There's a tier 1 still standing, and you're on the back foot regardless, because that Lash will be low. So maybe not the best call to make. Was a risky one for sure.
A risky move. They want to defend this at all?
Radiant's Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Tier 2's gonna
Radiant's
drop.
bottom tower has fallen.
So it's like Vici are kind of cruising to them for a while. Nothing's really changed.
They have Chrono, so what's stopping them from doing exactly this? Just force a fight on the enemy high ground. Are you worried about anything? There's no dispositioning tools, but there is a smoke.
Are fortified.
Fused. And looking for the void.
I
Think it's
mean,
stunned, but now they've got the Tusk completely out of position. FY will fall, and they're still on this 2-3 tower in the bottom lane.
this was just never going to happen. You know?
Jules again with the BKB being popped here by Frisk. They'll get the snowball all the way over into the faceless Void Tans, but up into the air once again. Guardian Angel used. However, it's looking like Leshrakt's going to be the one who's pulverized. The Aegis is going to be used. Erica gets down with a Chrono on a 2, and he'll kill Emo. He'll look for the Morphling. Morphling's going to wait for him away. They'll take out Yang. So Yang's dead too, and he's bought back. So it's a 2 for 2 with the buyback being used by Vici as they'll run right back in. And Gale's looking like they're going to fall.
They're going back in? No. Debated.
And they might. There's no reason.
Well, they don't have Aegis. They could go back and buy that Skadi and Void. Just seal the deal, right? Once you get the Skadi, Leshrakt's and Morphling's game is...
for the dead.
It's not done, but it's very difficult. It becomes increasingly difficult to actually accomplish a lot in these fights. The way everything started, by the way, with FY jumping off of the high ground, it's like that looked so wonky. Even if you catch someone, Marcy has a BKB, Viper has a BKB. You're not taking them down. And if you commit, like if you go low ground with your other heroes, you're in a choke point. So all of you will get chronoed 100%. That high ground defense was very difficult. So I'm surprised that they even have their Raxes standing afterwards.
You think the call is just wait for next Roche again? Or do you think that they're going to move on the side of Vici?
I think if you're Vici, there you go. That's your answer. You're completely fine with fighting. You don't even need Chrono. This Void is in a really decent spot to just fight. No detection. Oh, there it is.
Yeah, they'll get the kill on Ollie. They'll take out one. They've got the Walrus Punch to follow it up. FY drops 2 heroes dead on the side of IG. Wi-Fi is hidden within the trees, so
the scan.
spotted just yet.
They're gonna waste some time now. Cutting trees, searching for that Morphling.
Is under attack.
5K lead for Vici. Avoid leading the net worth. Three-man smoke from IG, so we'll see if they can get anything done.
Do they have anything big that changes their possibilities of pickoffs? Not really. Like FI has a blink. He had that before. So if they execute perfectly, maybe you can jump in, Walrus Punch and blow up the Void. But just maybe. He is extremely tanky at this point. With the Skadi, with the Manta, and an Omni Knight on his side, it's more likely that you'll just get chronoed afterwards than anything else. They see him, they jump him.
Punch snowball coming in, and they've got the Solar Guardian. Make anything of this. Yule's up into the air. And Emo, Guardian Angel comes out, and they're going to use that Pulverize. Chain Frost bouncing around, but is the damage even close to enough? They haven't lost anybody on either side just yet. They're trying to throw a stun. Fly backs away from the stun area with the snowball coming all the way across. They'll use that Chrono Spirits on to Emo. And it looks like, at least for right now, the Leshrac is dead. How many more it's going to be, the question is still yet to be answered. Starbreaker from JT, rebound over to the back lines. They've really got this Faceless Void pretty far forward. He's going to have to time walk away. As getting a little bit uncomfortable, but BAB locked in via the shards, and he's just trying to right-click them down. He's trying to maybe get these kills. They'll take out FY. JT falls. These IG heroes not long for this world. But as I say that, Frisk and BAB, they fall. Emo's dead. 3 heroes gone to the side of IG. Time walk in with the Pulverize used onto the Morphling. Fly's going to die as well. And they're just 1 away from a full team wipe, which they'll finally get as Ollie hits the deck as Erica's got a triple kill.
Yeah, luckily for at least IG, Roche hasn't respawned, so that's something that's in their favor. I love that fight, every single aspect of it. So many good ice shards, like ice shards that are basically saving Emo. He's blocking everyone from Emo, and he's just dishing out damage over the ice shards, which was like in this situation right here. Void also very careful with his Chronosphere, saving it for a little bit later on when he could actually go on top of the Leshrac when the ice shield was off. Frost shield, sorry. Right. The fight continued though. That ramp fight got completely won. It was completely won by one single rebound and one single onslaught. You're gonna see it in a second. Like they dive the Viper, but then you have Marcy stunning 3 heroes, and then Onslaught just going through the same 3 heroes, destroying them. Like really nicely comboed.
That was a 7,000 net worth lead, and then the fight happens again.
Look at this right here. They converge on top of BAB. 3-man.
Rebound.
Yeah, that was sick. A fun team fight. Like this whole game, honestly, for me, was a little bit of a snooze fest. Like, we haven't seen a lot, but this last team fight was worth the wait.
Radiant are scanning.
You got the full team wipe at the end of the day, and now they got 5-man smoke on IG, almost feeling like it's out of desperation to hope that they can get the Roche.
Smoke up, FY leading the charge once again. But we've seen this story before. They just don't have the damage. Okay, now with the crit on Morphling, perhaps. Yeah, their lanes.
Heroes are nowhere close either.
Look at the lanes. Like, this is the problem with IG smoke. It's like textbook mistake. Your bottom lane is being pushed in heavily. Your top lane is being pushed in heavily. Your smoke will not work. They know that something's fishy going on.
In Roche, even looking for a kill.
XG playbook.
Yeah, there is an obs right there, so they know exactly what they're up to.
Radiant's bottom barracks are under attack.
Axe getting pressured in. Peachy still looking for an opening. Bring it again. Here we go. Try and get this road. There's a double damage bottom. I don't think anybody's gonna pick it up before this next second. Oh, FY?
FY!
Okay, he caught the Aegis. I was not expecting him to jump in there and grab that Aegis, but he ended up going through with it and grabbing it. Get the kill on Ollie. How much is this really going to matter at the end of the day? They'll buy back on this Lich. Onslaught in, looking over at Fly. JT's already getting himself a little bit low. They've got the Dispose to get the kill there onto JT. They'll take up BAB. Without this Viper, they've bought back, go to the Solar Guardian, and now they're going to wait for him looking for Frisk. They've taken out a couple. FY somehow gets his hands on this Aegis.
What a Tusk god. Right
Seriously.
there. Yeah, it took me a second, like the moment you screamed, because what I thought happened was because of his animation and whatnot. I thought that Lich used his ulti and that some ulti is flying in, and then I noticed that it's not ulti, it's the damn Tusk that jumped in. snatched it.
Again, and then yeah, just jumps in, snatches it. Has the snowball afterwards too.
The chrono wasn't that great too. Like it did catch a lot of heroes, but it still kind of went in IG's favor in the end. Like this brings a breath of fresh air really in IG's lungs. Exactly what they needed. Buy themselves some time as well to actually mess up the farm on Morphling. He's going for that butterfly next. They're still 10k behind, by the way,
But it gives them an opening
Yeah.
of some sort where they're not as confident with an Aegis. That's exactly what they were waiting for prior to this, right? Like each hoping to lock it down with an extra life.
yeah. And it's also something that lost 2 games in the last series for XG, right? Like they went into the pit, they lost the game twice in the pit because they didn't take a fight before. And the same thing happens now for Vici Gaming. I'm not saying that they lost, but they it was a slight throw. If they take a fight before, maybe they win that fight, they go take Rosh afterwards. But like this, it's all wonky.
Dire's bottom
Hang on.
tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower is under attack.
They're not really doing anything from IG either. Like that was their one play, and sure they want to do it again. They do have a couple of smokes ready to go though, if they want to fight as 5 or 4.
They have an
With the
item on their
rotation
high
board.
ground, by the way. You see the dragon scale? Emo might pick it up, no.
Dire's bottom tower
It's on the
is
high
under
ground, just
attack.
chilling there, next to their tier 3 mid.
Holding the high ground.
Wait, why are they polluting? Loitering.
Dire are scanning.
Is that the right word?
I couldn't tell you. Maybe
Yeah,
what you're trying to describe off
Littering.
the top of your head.
whatever. They're throwing stuff around on the ground, man. Like, my mama taught me that you shouldn't throw things after you've used them. Like,
So you'd like to report them for littering and
yeah, they're littering.
littering
Why
and
did I say loitering? I don't know, but they are littering.
littering and.
And it's a dragon scale, you know, that doesn't, like, I've heard the dragon scales, they don't decompose very quickly. So, it's not like a banana scale where you can actually throw it in someone's garden. Flash.
See, is Leshrac gonna be all right? Ooh, Dash coming on an emo, and there's the Yules up into the air. Throw out the shards, but the rest of the team is nowhere nearby.
They really want to fight while this arcane rune is on.
No.
The primal beast. So they're chasing on. They have a blink on primal. Maybe he'll go even further.
Going Shiva's next.
Big boy. Big boy that's hard to take down.
Onslaught. Top.
Yeah.
They've got the Ags from the Dawnbreak.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
I think it makes a ton of sense, this match. Like, you could go for Blink Shard as well. He has a shard, right? You could go for Blink Shard, but having that Solar Guardian against Void Chrono is very solid with the Aghanims.
On Radiant at all. They just continue to clean up creep wave after creep wave.
They just refuse to pick up the Dragon Scale. It's like, no one wants it. Now Tusk is standing next to it. It's like, yeah, sure. We don't care.
Tower is under attack.
If you're picking up, do you really not care?
Here it comes. Breaks the smoke. Jump in from FY.
Yeah, Walrus Punch down into BAB. They've got the Snowball. FY, though, now kind of a man without a paddle. They've got the Chronosphere down into Flyfly. Flyfly looks like he's going to survive it as they go in with the Dawnbreaker, having that Ags
Flyfly.
ult. But they still get the kill on a Flyfly. They're going to take it the Morphling for 75 seconds without buyback. They look over to the Leshrac. He'll be the same, but this time with buyback. Emo gets taken away from the fight itself. JT, he's on the run, and the rest of the team is back into the base, but they are looking like they're going to get a kill here onto the Dawnbreaker, making it 3-0.
he refused to morph into strength because he was hitting the void with Satanic, but then he just got like clipped with the bash 2-3 times in a row, and you're dead. That's literally what happened to Fly. It's so difficult. FY, he's doing the right moves. In any other game, that helps, jumping in and clipping a target, initiating on. But in this game, every time he does it, he just baits his team out of position for them to get chronoed even easier. It's sadly the state of the game right now.
Top center X. There they go. Mid's next.
Mid's next, and Marcy's already going down bottom.
Yeah, they're trying to find a proper opening to what they want. They're just going to take the bottom set of racks easy. Nobody really on the chase from IG. They're just allowing this to continue to happen.
The dusk is always ready for a
They didn't really have the full force, right? Like, not all of the heroes are up, so you can't really go for that. Even though Chrono is down, how do you kill this Void at this point? He's got that Butterfly, he's got the Manta, and Skadi. If Lesh is around and he can dish out all of his damage, then perhaps, but it's unlikely.
Next, Roche potentially in 15 seconds.
What's the play? You be the analyst, Bcop. What's the play for this Morphling? How does he take down Void? Is it even
Having
possible?
an Aegis. Gotta go get that next Roche.
I feel like if they somehow manage to stun lock him forever, then it might be possible. But there's also this Omni Knight. Omni Knight with Psychic Headband plus Etherlance. Like, the range on Heavenly Grace is... It's quite a big one.
Yeah, certainly would say so and agree. Third Roche, Aegis Chi, Zag's Blessing. Who potentially wants to go for it first as the Primal Beast pulls it out of pit for a second. Just a 16k lead. Like, I don't know if Vici really need to force any issue, right? Like, they're naturally just gaining that worth lead.
Exactly. Just continue farming up. What do you have? What big items are you getting? You're getting a Wraith Pact, I believe, on Yang. It might be even... No, it's not there yet, but you're getting there slowly. I'm not sure that you have to wait way too long if you're Vici Gaming. Just go for Roche, force that fight, and there you go. They smoke up. They're gonna push the high ground, most likely. When I say high ground, I mean the triangle.
Right.
Or just go into the pit, force them to come to you once again. Maybe even better. Yeah. Now it's on Yang to steal, on FY to steal it again.
See if you can jump in.
There's no way. No way they let him.
Yeah, we're not seeing it. Erica's got the Aegis.
He's got the Aegis, he's got the Aghanims, he's got the Cheese. They have pretty much everything they need. 23k ahead. This is one of those moments when you just throw yourself at them, right? Like, go head first. It doesn't really matter anymore. Level 25 on Void in a second or two. Is he gonna go for 20% backtrack? He might. This time around, maybe Chrono range is also good.
Giving it some thought, and now goes to the backtrack.
Smoked up. One last defense by IG.
Blinky and Walrus Punch coming in from FY. They've got the Snowball to follow it up. Erica taking some damage, but he pops the BKB. That means the lockdown for those tracks really not going to do anything just yet. They get the kill on FY. He's going to buy back immediately. The chase is still on for this Leshrac. XM just slamming him down into the ground. They've got themselves the Chronosphere as well. And that should be enough to take out Fly. So Fly as well as the Tusk have died, and they've got a stun onto, I believe, 3 there on the Dire. They're going to buy back on the Primal Beast as well as Marcy, but it's an ultra kill for Erica, just trying to clean up as he gets himself a Rampage. Make it a double Rampage. Can he get a triple Rampage?
Give him a triple.
And he's stunned for the moment.
Give him a
Call
triple.
GG. He's got the triple. Can he get the quadruple? The Pulverize? The damage? No.
Buy back, give him a double Rampage.
No way.
Yep. A slow and
Just
steady.
waited for their moment. Yeah.
It was a
Methodical.
slow, steady, methodical, probably the best way to describe it, by Vici Gaming. They had that one hiccup, and that one hiccup was off of FY just being a god player, god gamer, Giga Chad. Absolute Giga Chad. He jumped in, he stole that age.